a young Pakistani of immigrant parents, born in London City, growing up in an English-speaking society, in the times where we have the fitna, the tribulation, which falls under the category of the tribulation of Dajjal, the great deceiver. This youngster grows up with an insecurity of being Pakistani. This insecurity develops into being insecure about being Muslim. When he goes to the masjid, he sees the teacher sitting with a stick and speaking Punjabi or Urdu, and in very rare cases Mirpuri. And when he goes to his university, he sees the professor with a tweed suit on, speaking in English, refined manners, well spoken. The books are published in nice format, unlike the qaida that he was using in the masjid, where the qaida was published in Pakistan on cheap paper. And the insecurity develops. He shares a coffee with middle class English people or middle class Asian people who speak with an accent better than mine, and then he enjoys the company of these people. It is appealing to the ego, but the person will not be able to rationalize. Yet the desire will overwhelm such a person, and the desire will lead him to try rationalizing atheism over Islam. And after a while, he will cut himself away from his family and become an open atheist. To this day, we have many people leaving Islam. At the same time, we have people entering Islam. But a category of those people become atheists because of those issues which surround them. But the arguments behind atheism need to be unraveled in this day and age by a person who has studied scholastic Islam and has studied astrophysics or has studied biology on an advanced level and is able to counter those arguments. This is an obligation of Muslims living in this country, that the Muslims as a whole must develop scholars who are able to study the sciences but have also studied Islam in the traditional fashion. Not like Aligarh University, where they water down the Islamic studies and study Western education to a high standard. No, you have Islamic studies to a high standard, and at the same time you study the arguments of the opponent in order to counter their arguments. This is something which the likes of Imam Sa'duddin al-Taftazani rahimahullah ta'ala did in his work Sharh al-Aqaid.